Hey there everyone, my name is Michael Dougal. I'm going to share with you the costs associated with getting your real estate license here in Ontario. I've been a real estate agent now in the Greater Toronto area for 10 years, and the total cost of getting your real estate license and being active as a salesperson is $7,841. And in the video, I'll share with you a few ways that you can potentially reduce that expense. The costs are broken down in the pre-registration phase, the registration phase, and the post-registration phase. To get started, head over to humber.ca/real estate, click Becoming a Salesperson, and then click Start Application. And it's a fairly low barrier to entry. There are 3 requirements: that you're a Canadian resident, that you're 18 plus years of age, and that you have a high school diploma or equivalent credential. Even if you don't have a diploma, you can apply to potentially apply for the program. And what that application looks like is pretty much testing if you have good English or not. And so after applying, you have to pay for the real estate courses. The total cost of the e-learning is $3,650. Now, this is the cost for the education, but it doesn't cover the cost of the exams. The exams are approximately $115 each exam, which brings us to a total of $460 on top of the $3,650 for the education curriculum. To retake any exams in the event that you don't pass them on the first attempt, it will be $115 for each additional attempt at the exam, and for the rescheduling of exams, that would cost an additional $50. And if you go on the website, they've actually done a really great job of breaking down the cost of each of the courses, as well as showing you the study requirements in terms of how many hours it would take you to complete each course. From my experience in training a lot of newer real estate agents, they mentioned that course 2 and course 4 is the most challenging in their opinion, and simulation 1, simulation 2, those really don't require as much effort, as these simulation courses are Zoom sessions which run about 4 to 5 days. You can also take them on the weekends, and it's interactive, it's with other students, and although it lasts the whole day, it is more of a fun interactive process because of the fact that you get to do things like role play over some of the agreements and contracts. The pre-registration fees, assuming that you don't fail any of the exams or need to reschedule, end up being $4,185. It's important to note you can't just book the first exam and delay the second or third exam until years afterwards. You have to do them within a specific constrained time period, and what that looks like is you have 24 months to finish all the courses. For courses 1 through 4, you have 5 months to complete each course upon starting it. And for course 5, you have 1 month to complete it. And then when you finish the courses, you have 1 year to get licensed as a real estate agent. Now, after finishing the courses, you have to pay for the registration fees. It's really important to understand you don't pay for the registration fees before selecting a brokerage. You have to select a brokerage first. And then when you're selecting that brokerage, they take care of your RICO application and all the fees associated with respect to the board and all your registration fees. And when registering, these are the fees. You have to pay for a police check. This is going to be $45 to $65 depending on your location. Also, you may have to wait longer depending on which area that you're in. I see this typically going from 1 to 3 weeks. You have to pay for your RICO licensing fee, which is $360. And this fee is actually reduced from last year. Last year it was $590. Then we have our errors and emissions fee, which is $500. And then we have an initiation and annual fee. First, for CREA, the initiation fee is $200. Then the annual fee is $310. ORIA has a $200 initiation fee and then a $75 annual fee. And then you have to pay to be a part of a specific real estate board. I'm in North York of the Greater Toronto area, so I'm on TREB. In fact, most people in Ontario are on TREB. It is the biggest board, and the initiation fee for TREB is $460, and then we have an annual TREB fee of $845. And this gives us a total of $3,001 for the registration phase, assuming the police check costed us $55. And then additionally, we have our post-registration fees, and there's a process associated with that, which looks like you taking 1 mandatory course and 2 electives. The mandatory course is $345, and the electives are $155 each. So this post-registration process costs $655. And so this adds up to $7,841. We have $4,185 for the pre-registration process, $3,001 for the registration process, and $655 for the post-registration process. And then after selecting a brokerage, you have even more fees because most real estate brokerages in Ontario do have a monthly fee associated for their services. And if you want to know how to choose a brokerage, I would recommend you watch this video right over here. I've had great experiences with RE/MAX for 7 years, now with EXP for the past 3 years. Choose a brokerage that you feel comfortable with. Don't just choose a brokerage because you have a friend there. That's the mistake I see a lot of real estate agents make. Just like having contractors renovate your home, get a second opinion, get a second quote so you understand what options are out there, and make sure you're aware of any potential termination fees if you are with a brokerage and they have you sign a contract that keeps you locked in. If you sell and close one property in the Greater Toronto area, it's going to more than pay for your real estate fees. Even if we look at it conservatively, given that the average price in the Greater Greater Toronto area is over $1 million. Let's say your first transaction, you're selling a $700,000 condo. Let's take a 2% commission. That's $14,000. A lot of people ask, is it hard to sell your first home? Is it too competitive? Now, provided that you treat this business like you have a real job, you have a daily schedule, you're following a business plan, you will see success if you do the discomfortable activities. And if you're being mentored by a great real estate agent within your brokerage that has a track record of success, you're going to see success as well. And if you'd like some further training on how to be successful as a real estate agent, make sure to connect with me on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and comment if you enjoyed this video. I'd love to know that you're watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.